Before we get into today's episode, I want to give you a little context about what you're about to hear or watch if you're on YouTube. This isn't a typical podcast episode. What I'm sharing with you is the foundation of a course I created called the Embodied Method. It was designed to be a paid program, something people would move through intentionally. There was structure and prompts and space to integrate. But after sitting with it, I decided I didn't want to keep this behind a paywall. The work's too important. This is the work that changed my life. It's what helped me understand why I was stuck, why I kept repeating patterns even though I consciously wanted to change them, and what helped me finally understand how to make change that lasts. So instead of offering it as a course, I'm opening it up here on the podcast and on YouTube, so it's accessible to anyone who needs it, because I know what it feels like to be searching for answers. I read the books, I listened to the podcast, and I tried to piece it all together. But I still felt like something was missing. And this was the missing piece for me. This is what brought it all together. Now, because this was originally structured as a course, is a little bit different from what you typically hear on a podcast. Each module was designed to build on itself. I'm going to release this video in module 1, and then we'll be releasing modules 2 through 5 over the next several weeks. I encourage you to listen to them in order. Take your time with them. Pause when you need. Come back. This isn't information to consume quickly. Quite the opposite. It's work that takes time to integrate. And my intention with sharing this is very simple: to help you understand that you're not broken. Your body is doing exactly what it was designed to do, and to show you how to start changing in a way that sticks. So take a breath, settle in, and let's get started.
Before we begin, I want to set the tone for this entire experience. This is not a course to rush through. This is not something that you binge over the weekend. This is deep transformational work. And lasting transformation does not respond to pressure. So if you take anything from this module, take this. Change that lasts happens at the level of identity. And identity doesn't respond to pressure or force. It responds to familiarity. Most people that come to personal growth want something specific: more money, better body, better health, more peace, more love, more fulfillment. And almost everybody starts in the same place, either with strategy or mindset. What should I do? How should I think differently? What's the plan? And while strategy and mindset do matter, they are not where lasting change begins. Because strategy doesn't run your life, your identity does. Your identity is the internal normal that your system organized around. Not who you say you are, not who you wish you were, but who your mind and body expect you to be. And if your nervous system, your beliefs, and your self-concept is not calibrated to the outcomes that you want, your system will quietly pull you back to what is familiar, even when familiar hurts. And this is what most of us were not taught. Your mind and your body are human, and their primary job is safety, not happiness, not abundance, not fulfillment, safety. And safety is defined by what is known. Your system would rather repeat a painful pattern that it understands than step into an unfamiliar pattern that it doesn't. And this is why we self-sabotage right before a big breakthrough, why we struggle to sustain healthy habits, why we attract the same relationship dynamics, and why we cycle through motivation and then burnout. It isn't a personal failure. It's biology without guidance. The embodied method exists to solve this problem. It's identity level transformation through 3 integrated layers: your mind, your body, and your soul. Each layer plays a distinct role in how your reality is created, and each one must be brought online for change to last. We start with the mind because this is where beliefs live, but your beliefs are not just thoughts that you think. They are patterns that your brain uses to predict the world. They shape how you interpret experiences, what you expect, and what feels possible. So in this course, we'll explain how beliefs were formed, how they run on autopilot, and how to consciously rewire them, not through force, but through familiarity. Then we go into the body because this is where safety lives. Your nervous system decides what you can actually sustain. You can intellectually want change, but if your body doesn't feel safe holding it, your system will override your intentions. In this work, we'll look at your stress responses, nervous system regulation, and how the body stores patterns that the mind can't think its way out of, because identity isn't going to stabilize while you are living in survival mode. And the last layer is the soul. This is the creator layer, the part of you that responds to energy and intention and meaning. And it's not about just thinking positively. It's about coherence. Because when your beliefs, your body, and your identity are aligned, creation becomes natural. Manifestation only works when the human system is also on board. Before we begin, I want to reiterate the pace of this course. I recommend just one module a week. Embodiment takes time, and your nervous system needs the space to integrate. Your brain needs repetition, and your identity needs evidence. This is not a race. You are not behind. In fact, trying to change everything all at once is one of the fastest ways to reinforce your survival patterns. Here we choose sustainability over urgency. Each module will include journal prompts and homework to help you observe your current identity, who you are being on autopilot, what beliefs are running quietly, and what patterns feel familiar even when they're limiting. You'll also begin to identify the identity that you desire. A lot of people know what they don't want, but most people don't have a lot of clarity on what they do want. And we're going to talk about what feels unfamiliar about it and where your system may be resisting out of protection. Awareness comes first, and then change follows naturally. This first module isn't about transformation just yet. It's orientation, to understand why intention alone isn't enough, and why effort hasn't worked the way that we were told it should, and why nothing has gone wrong. Your system did what it was designed to do. It learned what it needed to survive. Now you're learning how to expand, slow enough to feel safe, and deep enough to last. As you move through this course, keep in mind, we are not here to force change. We are teaching your system what a new normal feels like. Because once something feels normal, your entire life reorganizes around it. So welcome to the foundation of embodiment. Take your time because you're safe. Now let's go create.